I know, you're looking at.
Was it lefty, loosey, righty, tighty? That's it. So do you guys like my boots? Yeah, my cat pretty much had a heart attack this morning when I did that. So I have some family and friends here in the audience tonight. They're seeing me for the first time, which cut out about half my material. But I've actually been struggling a lot with writer's block lately. And so I decided the best way to get rid of it is to throw myself into a fearful situation. So I decided to, maybe I should get a tattoo. Something funny is bound to happen out of that. Between the characters that come in and out of tattoo shops and the pain that's just bound to happen, something funny is going to happen. So I went ahead, got a tattoo, and it turns out nothing funny happened at all. And now I have a tattoo on my ankle, so that was a great experience. That was awesome. I actually work on an apple farm during the month of October. So you can call me a part-time farmer. I'll accept it. I'll take it. But one of my favorite things about it is that we actually have these apple pickers. And they're long poles with little baskets at the end. And people have tons of names for it. The correct name is either apple pole or apple picker. So people come up with names. They come up to the table and they're like, do you have some of those apple snatchers? Do you guys have the apple thingamabobbers? My favorite is when they forget any word. They just come up and start acting it out. They say, they're usually in a rush. They talk to you. Do you have, are you guys out wait, what thing? What are you talking about as far as I pretend? They get frustrated. The thing with the grabbers on the end. I don't know what I'm talking about. It gets pretty perverted pretty quick. I'm just surprised it's still working there. My dad's a police officer, and which meant I didn't date much in high school. Pretty sad. It was just such a hassle. He would, I needed like 2 forms of identification from the guy, license plate number, description of the car, parent's first and last name. And the worst is if I brought someone over, he had like this 3-barrel gun, it's like antique, and he'd have it on the table, and it'd be pointing at the guy the whole time. Pretend he's, cleaning it or something. And he'd be like, you guys have a great time. This is my favorite gun, it never misses. So that's why people thought I was a lesbian in high school. But that's okay, I don't blame my dad. The dating world's pretty scary. You have to take every precaution. The chances of being found alive after being brought to a second location is slim to none. Yeah, call me neurotic, but I would call Amber Alert actually before I left. It's like I know that I'm going from my house to a second location, which is usually a restaurant. And the officer was really nice the first time. He explained to me the definition of the Amber Alert. And the second time, he actually started to get a little frustrated, and he told me that now I was technically harassing Amber Alert, and I should stop calling. That was that. But I know there was a lot of guys in high school instead of girls. Actually, one of my friends works at a gas station. I said one of my friends works at a gas station. Does you guys want to hang out with me? It's a tough crowd. Yeah, we're becoming pretty close. He actually allows me to pump my gas before I have to pay for it, unlike the other prepaid customers. So I'd say it's getting pretty serious. But there are 2 issues I have with him. Issue 1, he claims he's from Tennessee, which I'm pretty sure is a lie. I know it's a lie because people from Tennessee, when greeting one another, usually say, "How y'all doing?" Not, "What are you doing?" Issue 2 is that he's constantly trying to one-up me. We go to the same gym, and if I tell him, my friend, I spent 2 hours at the gym today. He says, me? I spent 4 hours at the gym. I'm like, all right, fine. Well, I had 2 protein drinks before I left. He says, me? I had 4 protein drinks. I'm not hungry. I'm like, fine. But there is one issue, however, that he has not one-upped me with yet, and that is hygiene. He thinks and he's proud of it. When you walk into this guy's bench, it's like a giant hand has come out of the ceiling and just smacked you in the face. It's almost like walking into a giant piece of smelly saran wrap, and your face literally starts shifting. It's actually been known to cause nosebleeds. So I decided to take action for the gym. So I approached the human onion. Yeah. And I said, my friend, I took 2 showers today. And he was like, me? No, I'm so religious. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you shower never. And I'm also pretty sure when you wake up in the morning, you wonder where your pillowcases have gone. I'm pretty sure those have disintegrated along with your chest hair. Please, just take a shower. There's gym etiquette, do's and don'ts. I do have 3 tips for gym goers. Tip 1 is for the ladies. There's no safe way to eat a banana in the gym. No safe way to do it. No matter which way you grab it, somebody's going to be looking at you. If you grab it too aggressively, there's going to be the guy in the back with the shorts and spray tan thinking, that's my babe, I'm going to get that. If you grab it from the tip, ever so gently, they're going to say, she's obviously a lesbian, she's afraid of penis. Maybe they never say maybe she has a potassium deficiency, or she's just hungry. If you grab it from the middle and you try to break it in half, that you think is the safest way, but it's not, because then you get to stare at the A-OK from the creeper in the back, and you never want to be A-OK in the creeper's podium. Tip 2 is don't wear sunglasses in the gym. You know, even though your eyes are covered, you can still see which way you're looking. If you have a net, it moves. Tip 3 is don't dress like you're going to a bar. It's not a bar, it's a gym. And the only person you're going to pick up is the girl that's in the corner peeling a banana with her tongue. Yeah, pretty bad. There are some creepy people out there. I actually just read an article about this guy who, quote, was arrested for smearing his dirty underwear over his roommate's face during an argument over rent. Unquote. I think the #1 question here is, was that planned or was that irrational? I mean, was he, addressing during it? Did his roommate not see that coming? Yeah. Or did he, save it up? Did he, wait, he wore that underwear maybe for a month for the next fight? Yeah. I imagine it kind of went something like this. The guy comes in, and we'll call him Jim. Comes in, really calm. It's like, hey, Bill, do you think I could get that rent from you sometime soon, maybe today? Bill's like, fuck off, Jim, I'm watching the soap operas and I ate all your food, and no, I'm not paying you the rent. But then, okay, sorry about you, I don't want to interrupt you during your soap operas, I know how much you love those. So he creeps back into his room, grabs the pair of underwear that he's been waiting, and then just creeps up behind him and just parachutes it over his face. And he's smear on. I mean, talk about getting shit up. That's really fun. We actually had an issue with this creeper in the gym. He was hitting on young girls, and he was doing it in a way that it was just kind of borderline safe. He wasn't, it wasn't enough to kick him out. So I thought, maybe I'll go undercover and just try to get him to creep on me so I can get him kicked out. So I accepted the mission, and first thing I did was went to the treadmill next to him, kept eye contact the whole time, tried to strike up a little conversation. I was like, it's hot in here. Come here often? Then we went to the weights, which I did what came naturally first, was just to grab a banana, start eating it. It's a heavy weight to have. And it turns out I'm not his type at all. There's no lower blow to your self-esteem than being rejected by a pedophile. No lower blow. So I followed him out to his car, and I was like, what's going on? Are we breaking up? What are you doing? He told me to get out of his car, and then he called the police. And I said, the first thing that naturally came to my mind was, you're so cute when you're angry. I have to stay 200 yards away from him now. Thank you guys for listening. You guys have been a great audience. Good job.